Good morning. My name is Bersot and I'm your speaking examiner for this IELTS speaking test. My examiner number is 0245685. The test is being recorded. Can you tell me your full name, please?
Good morning, I'm Laila Oksana and you can call me Laila.
Okay, thank you. And can I see your ID, please?
Thank you.
Okay. Yes. Thank you. The candidate is Laila Oksanova. The candidate number is 3254187. This is a speaking test of the IELTS academic module in Global Education Office. Now, in this first part, I'm going to ask you some questions about yourself. And can you tell me what is your typical daily routine?
I have like 5-step daily routine. I start with waking up and drinking a bottle of water, then going for a workout every daily, and 10 pages of book reading daily. So yeah, then I start my day going to university.
Oh, fantastic. Do you usually do the same things every day?
Yes, I do. Typically, my days are normal, like same, except Sundays. Sundays I'll have like really long sleep, and sometimes I wake up in the afternoon.
Okay. Is your weekend routine different from your weekday routine?
Yes, it is. As I said, I mentioned earlier. So I wake up later, or I stay up late. So I've been busy with something that I really like, or watching TV, or lying down having rest. That's the thing
Okay,
I love.
this is cool. Do you prefer a fixed routine or flexible schedule?
I think I go for the latter one. It's saying flexible. Sometimes we cannot plan everything, or we cannot do the thing that we have actually planned. So flexible ones can be better.
Okay. What time of the day do you feel most productive?
I think early in the mornings, as most people feel really productive, and sometimes I don't feel the time is flying or like so productive, and I don't have any distractions. Even so, I really want to scroll my phone. I don't do that, just being lazy for that even.
Okay. Let's talk about technology. What technology do you use every day?
It's probably my phone and my laptop. So yeah, mostly I use my phone for calling, texting, and everything else that I do regularly. When it comes to my laptop, I use it for my home tasks at university.
Okay. How has the technology changed the way people work?
It will change the way too much, yeah. So these days it's possible to work remotely. So remote works and jobs are available, which are actually really high paid, well paid at the same time, and better than the ones which are going or like spending time.
Okay. Do you think people rely too much on technology nowadays?
I do think so, yes. And we do everything regarding the usage of technology these days, from the beginning of our day till the end of it. Let's say early in the morning we use refrigerators to get our food from, or like cookers that are actually electronical, in our mobile phones. Even in the evenings we watch TV or like have a rest using the technologies.
Okay. What's your favorite piece of technology?
It's actually the phone. Yeah, I use it regularly, which is quite flexible, like, or portable to use. You can just get it or like carry anywhere else.
Thank you. Now we will move on to part two. I'm going to give you a topic and I would like you to talk about it for 1 to 2 minutes. Before you start, you will have 1 minute to think about what you're going to say. And you can make some notes if you wish. Here's your pencil and paper to make some notes. And this is your topic. Your 1 minute started. Okay, please start speaking now.
All right. The book I really love and I have already read more than once is actually Ufq by Said Ahmad. It's a book about the people who actually lived during the World War II. And this book consists of 3 parts. And these were all amazing, and this is so huge book. Its coverage was kind of like really attractive, as it's given like the people's pictures who were so old and struggling. At first, I didn't want to read because it looks so huge and it takes a long time, and I wanted to miss it, but our teacher made us to read that. But I don't regret. It consists of 3 parts, which are all amazing, like 990 pages, I can remember vividly. And I read this book twice because of Aziz Khan, the character in that book, actually. So he escaped from with a girl, with his love. So after that, what happens was so interesting. And at last, eventually, he just became lonely and he died like this way. So this was amazing. And for the first part, the times of the war, before the war, how the people lived and how the days were, times are actually described. In the second part, the World War II is explained, and the main characters were like somehow afraid of the war, and some of them escaped it, some of them, especially from the war, and being like really ashamed of the people who were in these times. For the third part, it's the beautiful and like really cherishing days of after the war. But however, the thing is that most of them lost their parents, lost their loved ones, lost their men who actually went to war. But it was so interesting. And I'm so delighted to read that book. And it's like kind of gave me an insight that made me to think about the
Okay,
people who
thank
lived
you.
in their times.
Can I have some paper? And
Oh, okay,
stuff,
fine.
please?
There you go.
Okay. Thank you. Now we will move on to part 3. In this part, I would like to discuss some more general questions related to the topic you spoke about in part 2. Do you think people read as much as they used to?
No, I don't think so. Especially these days, we are becoming the kind of slaves of the technology and internet. So they're becoming distracted. And it's also estimated that and claimed that most people stop at their reading habits because of this.
Okay. What kinds of books are most popular in your country?
In my country, the type of books which are really common is actually psychological books for improvement, for self-improvement, actually. So yeah, they gain some kind of insights or like information about how they can become a better person, better version of themselves by reading them instead of the ones which are like romantic or other things like historical.
Okay. How can parents encourage children to read more?
There are so many ways for that. First of all, they can give an award if they read one full book, and after that, they can become addictive or like giving them really colorful, especially children are really into colorful and pictures like that. So giving them such kind of books to make them to read more, or like awarding, making some competitions and with their peers can be the best ways for that.
Okay. Do you think ebooks will replace paper books in the future?
They have actually replaced this, but I don't think that they will totally do that because the feeling of touching the real book and the smell is totally different. So it's impossible to feel that from the ebooks.
Okay. Let's talk about the importance of reading and learning. Why do some people prefer watching movies over reading?
Well, reading takes a long time, so they go for something totally short. So by just watching one movie, like for 2 hours, let's say, they finish one book from the side of one person, and so even so, it's directed by one director, like person, so from his or her opinion, but it has like kind of relationship with the book, so can give like overall conclusion of the book within 2 hours instead of reading that for 7 days.
Okay. How important is it to develop reading habits in young children?
Oh, it plays pivotal role in their life. They have to learn how to read a lot and how to stay motivated for that, without getting addicted to the phones or like these days distractions. From reading habits, they can learn the things easily. They can improve their brain system. They can improve their memory. Everything else related to the brain and overall well-being.
Okay, thank you very much. This is the end of our speaking test. Have a great day. O'rtoqlar, kandidatimiz Laylo Husanova banda skriptor bo'yicha 3 ta ballarni ko'rib chiqamiz. Birinchi qatorda keladi bizda fluency and coherence. Bu yoq qismida qanchalik to'xtamay qolganlari va gaplarni davom ettirishlari, bog'lovchilar o'shalarni ko'rib chiqadigan bo'lsak, bizda ma'no yo'qolmadi. Ma'no yo'qolmasdan speechlarni doimiy davom ettirdilar hamma sectionlarda. Undan tashqari ba'zi vaqtlarda ikkilanishlar bo'ldi, so'zlarni to'g'rilash bo'ldi. U qismlarni inobatga oladigan bo'lsak, undan tashqari mana oxirgi sectionda, ya'ni part 3 da ba'zi joylarda keragidan kamroq gapirib qo'ydilar. O'shani hisobiga fluency and coherence qismiga bizda 7 qo'yilsa yaxshiroq, 8 ga bitta sectioni unchalik tortmaydi. O'shaning uchun fluency and coherence 7, lexical resource da juda ham yaxshi lexical ko'rsatdilar. Turli xil so'zlar, masalan olaylik, ba'zilarini yozib qo'yganman. Masalan olaylik, technology haqida gapirilganda, ya'ni texnologiya haqida gapirilganda slaves of technology dedilar insonlarni. Ya'ni juda ham qaram bo'lib qolish o'sha texnologiyalarga. Undan tashqari flow yaxshi edi. Flow zo'r ishlatildi. Undan tashqari pivotal role muhim degan so'zlarni zo'r ishlatdilar. Xo'p, lekin juda ham ko'p hisoblanmaydi, lekin yetarlicha. Bu qismiga bemalol 7 qo'ysa bo'ladi. Grammar range and accuracy qismiga keladigan bo'lsak, grammarda har xil grammatik strukturalardan foydalandilar. O'sha bo'lishi mumkin. Even if ishlatdilar. Undan tashqari conditional zamonlar, asosiy qismlarda undan tashqari relative clauselar ishlatildi. Bu uchun range and accuracy uchun bizga bemalol 8 qo'ysak bo'ladi. Faqat ba'zi joylarda bitta-ikkita grammar xatoligi uchradilar. Ularning o'sha bittasi bo'lishi mumkin. World War II dedilar. Va buni self correction qilmadilar, ya'ni o'zlari to'g'rilab ketmadilar. World War II emas, o'sha Second World War yo bo'lmasam World War II bo'lishi kerak edi. Bu qismiga 8, oxirida bizda pronunciation qismi bor. Pronunciationda xato qilmadilar. Undan tashqari turli xil o'sha har qanaqa so'zlarda men e'tibor qilib turdim. Qaysi so'zlarda balki pronunciationda muammo bor deb. U yoqda 8 bemalol pronunciation qismiga bersak bo'ladi. Umumiy hisobda boshidagi fluency and coherence and lexical resource 7, grammar range and accuracy and pronunciation 8. Umumiy hisobda overall 7.5 bo'ladi. Rahmat, charchamaylar.